welcome back. It's Monday the 22nd. For the past week I've been working on a cardigan. When I went to the Southern Wool Show, which is in one of my previous videos, I posted to my TikTok about a yarn that I bought, which is this yarn here, and I was posting about what to do with it because I had no idea what to make. I narrowed it down to a cardigan, and since then I picked a motif that I wanted to do, and then I was trying to colour match the perfect yarn to go around the outside of the motif. So originally I was going to do cream, but I just thought this is so vibrant and there are so many colours in there. I just think cream is just too bland. So I tested out a few colours. I'll put some in here, and I kind of landed on pink. Let's go with pink. So I went out initially and picked up this Woolcraft Baby Luxe DK in this pink. It's going to be really hard to tell, but I liked this because if you can see, it's not like 100% pink, it's got white flecks. I started using this, started doing a border, put an image in here, and it just didn't look right. Annoyingly, because I bought 3 balls of this, and it was really frustrating. It was just like a tad too dark. I asked one of my friends, she also agreed that it just didn't quite sit right, so this was a no-go. I had seen loads of acrylic yarn in the colour that I wanted. I wanted like a pastel-y candy floss pink, so this, although it looks light, it is quite dark, and I wanted something lighter. And then I landed on this one here. This is a merino DK. It's in the colour Candy Floss, I believe, and it's a Yarn Smith's merino. It is the squishiest yarn. I cannot tell you. If anyone's used this yarn, you know what I mean. It's squishy. I've used a merino DK before. It was a Drops merino DK, and I remember it being soft, but I don't remember it being this squishy. And I thought Drops DK merino was pretty good, and so this is just I can't explain. It's like a pillow. It's so squishy. Yarn Smiths at the minute, the Wool Warehouse's own yarn brand is Yarn Smiths, and they are releasing like yarn collection after yarn collection, and like all of it looks beautiful. It's really, really difficult not to buy anything from them. But anyway, this was a Yarn Smiths DK, and I bought 10 balls of this for the borders. So for the past couple of days I've been doing exactly that, making the motifs and putting borders on them, and I'm done all of them. That's just a small sample. I have 46. So 2 hanks of the Beanie Babies yarn that I mentioned at the beginning. That made 46 circle motifs. And then I have bordered all of them as well. Now, initially, this is not enough to do like a full cardigan. I'm not going to have enough for the sleeves. I know that. I've laid all of this out. It's going to be 4, 8, 12, it'll be 16 on the front, 20 on the back, and then I've got a bit left over to do like the top parts of the sleeves, which is fine. And I knew that that was going to happen. I knew I didn't have enough, which is a shame, because if I'd have bought just one more hank, but that's the reality of it. Like, there's not like an infinite amount of money to just spend on yarn. I wish there was, but there isn't. So I was limited anyway in what I could get, and so I got 2. So I then started thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I thought about making this square in just pink and making like several of them, and then finishing off the sleeves with this whole motif in pink. I thought about that. Then I thought it might be a bit blocky, it might not look as fun. It might be very, very pink dominant, and I don't want to detract away from this and the colours in it. So I then started doing a bit of research, and I found these images where the sleeves are continued in the granny stitch, but they've used several different colours. And I think this is what I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to do a pink. I'm going to try and get this very bright yellow. I know it's going to be really difficult to match. I'm going to get a purple and this kind of turquoisey. It's so hard to describe what this colour is because it looks blue and then in other lights it looks green. Anyway, definitely the yellow, the purple, and then a bluey colour. And I'm going to do some stripes on the arms. I think it's in keeping. I think it's going to look really cute. Then I went hunting for that yarn, and lo and behold, Yarnsmith's Merino DK have a really bright yellow. I think it's even called like bright yellow or something. I think it might match. So I'm going to order one of those. I'm going to order a purple, and then the best match I can find on this tealy blue colour. My only other option would be to have a look at a Merino DK, maybe the Drops one, and just see if there's any other colours that might match from that range. So that's my next step this week. And then tonight, I think I'm gonna join the back section. I'm gonna join the 5x4 and just kind of hold it up and just see how it sits. And I might do the front section as well, see how far I get, but that's the plan, to join it and see what the measurements are looking like. The reason I chose Merino DK is because acrylic, I feel like I've bypassed this and not said it. Acrylic will be sweaty. I made a jumper in acrylic DK, and I can put it on for like 2 minutes and then I have to take it off because I'm sweating. If it's not freezing cold, then I can't wear it. Like if I'm just a bit chilly, it's not the right thing to put on. And with this, I don't want this cardigan to sit and not be wearable. So this is a bit more breathable. It's at least going to be warm, but not like plastic warm like an acrylic would be, if that makes sense. So we're going with this, and definitely a Merino DK from some range if I can get some colours. I'm going to put that down because I'm just waving yarn around. So that's that. We're going to see how far we get this week. Like maybe we'll make the cardigan by the time this video goes out, who knows. Friday night, I've just finished work. I thought I'd come on and give you an update on the cardigan. Big sigh, the cardigan. I've got I'm working on the sleeves, which I'll show you in a second, and I've ordered some yarn to do the stripes in the sleeves that I would have talked about in an earlier clip. So yeah, I'll show you the update while the lighting's still as good as it can be. I don't know how well this is going to hold up, so bear with. Okay, here we are. So the main construction is done. Like I said previously, there's not enough squares to do a full sleeve, so we've just got this part here. But then I've been working the granny stitch down. Look how fun it is. This is, can you tell? Look, I'm in beige, okay? These colours are out of my comfort zone, but I said before I wanted a cardigan that was fun. So I've gone with pink with yellow. It's bright. It's bright. There's no denying it. There's no getting away with it. I've carried on the sleeves. Maybe this picks up the lighting better because it is like a baby pastel pink. Like, it's darker on camera than it is in person. There's no real way I can show you it. It is pastel-y. I feel like this colour choice is going to divide people. I think it's going to be liked or hated. Originally, I was going to go with cream, but I always go with cream. I did a blanket in this sunburst stitch, and guess what? The border was cream. So here we are, it's pink. And there's no going back now because I've joined it. So, tough. Anyway, I have started the sleeve and I'm going to continue to work down a couple more rows. And then the yarn came for the other colours that I'm going to put a stripe in of. So I went on to Wool Warehouse Yarnsmiths and ordered those colours. I picked 2 yellows because I didn't know which one matches best. Bright, 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 bright. This one is very bright, but when it's worked next to the pink, it like dampens it down a bit. So I am going to go with this one for a minute. And then if that doesn't work, we'll try this one. This is all I've got. It's one or the other, and I'm going to have to commit. So there's those. There's no shade name on them. This is called bright yellow though. Shade 3164, and this is shade 3160. Maybe this was the primrose yellow, I want to say. That name rings a bell. Here's that one. Then we've got the pink, obviously. Then I got a purple, this one here. This is shade 3340, cute. Then I got a mint, shade 3181. And then I got this one, which was called Robin's Eggs? Robin's Eggs. You can tell I have Friday brain. I ignored this colour on Wool Warehouse's website, but then I looked it up on Ravelry where you can find the yarn and then you can see it worked up in the patterns, and I thought it was a spot on colour for the blue in this. So I ordered it and I love this colour. So the next stage is going to be to carry on doing the sleeves, to add a stripe, or it'll be a 1 row or 2 row stripe of each of those colours, and then finish off the cuff, do possibly a small rib on the sleeves just to tuck it in a bit. Otherwise it's going to be just really floaty and gappy, and I don't think I want that. And then I need to do the edging the general edging here. Here. I was thinking, I don't know if I can commit to ribbing, to doing ribbing. I just don't know if I've got it in me, because it's going to be really long. And I have this pink left and two balls. That's it. And I don't know how far that's going to get me when I still need to do the sleeves and the cuffs. So my other idea was to single crochet the edge and do the stripes. So do a pink single crochet and then one single crochet of each colour to bulk out this bit and make like a defined edging. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. Don't even talk to me about the ends that I'm going to have to weave in. Okay? We're going to ignore them until the end. There's so many, I don't even, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Anyway, that's the cardigan. I'm really excited. This is the first granny square variant cardigan I've ever made, and I'm excited for it to be finished. I think it's going to look really fun. My other dilemma is I've got 2 rogue squares left. 2. I don't know what to do with them. I thought maybe pockets, but then putting this over the top encroaches on the design, you know? So it's not great. I also thought, what if I tried to incorporate it into the sleeve somewhere, but I'm not doing a very good job of showing. It's going to be annoying to have to join it. Oh, maybe not if I turn, working round. It might work, like I could join it at the end there, just before the ribbing. But then would I want stripes? Is it too much? I don't know. I've got 2 random ones. My other thought was how I was talking about the border here. What if I unravelled these 2, if there was enough to do like 1 row around the whole thing of just the variegated to add, you know, a little extra. I don't know. I'm going to stop yammering on now. And this weekend's plans are to carry on with the cardigan, see how far I get. Maybe I'll finish it. Hello, it is Saturday. I'm coming back on because made some progress on my cardigan, and I want to show you that and tell you what my thoughts are, basically. My cardigan progress from yesterday. So I carried on with the sleeve in the colours that I wanted to. So I was going to do stripes of the colours that feature in here. I don't know if it's only because I've done 2 so far, and I was trying to work out what order to do them in. Like, do I go straight to the blue, then yellow, then purple? Then I experimented with loads, and I thought the yellow was maybe the best one to start with. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. This is what I hate, I hate freestyling things, because my brain doesn't really cope with it. It could be fun, or it could be too much and detract away from this, and that's what I didn't want. I don't want to detract away from this. So I don't know. I think I will do the other 2 colours and then a pink, and then I'm going to try it on and then see. If I don't like it, I will do the whole sleeve in pink, I think, and then potentially when I do the border for here and it's a single crochet, I will then use 1 line of each of the colours then. So then it's just a single crochet line, so it's a lot thinner than a granny stitch, which is a lot thicker and a lot more noticeable. That's what I did last night. The yellow as well isn't quite matching. Like, this is bright, but it's still pastel-y, whereas this one's very bright. And then I tried the other yellow that I bought, and this is too gold, and we're out of options. So it's gonna go one way or the other. It's 3:15. I'm gonna sit and try and get as far as I possibly can with this cardigan. Okay, I cannot make up my mind. I tried it on. It looks okay. I then added an extra couple of rows of pink. I think what I'm gonna do is leave the sleeves, too much decision making, and do the edging around the rest of the cardigan and sort that out. Once that's done, I'll then make a decision on the sleeves because it might be too much colour. Just checking in. So I've taken the 2 leftover sunburst granny squares, unravelled them, and used them to border the cardigan. There wasn't enough for a bottom edge, so I've just done pink on the bottom edge, but for now I'm just focusing on the front. Yeah, a line of single crochet, a line of half double crochet for the variegated, and then I'm just going and doing a single crochet of pink to finish off, to like seal it in. And I like that. I think that looks really good. So that'll be the edging done, and then I need to go back and revisit the sleeves. Right, I've made a decision. I'm getting rid of these colours. I'm going to do all pink sleeves. Then I'm going to use this tiny bit of leftover variegated and incorporate it into the sleeve cuffs to match the border on the edges. No turning back. I'm just going to do that. Are you ready? So it's not blocked, don't hate me, but I've weaved in all the ends. And that's an achievement in itself. Look how colourful it is. I think the pink is coming off a bit better now. You can sort of see how light it is compared to before where it looked a bit darker. I also do not regret my decision of binning off the sleeves. I think if I had those colour stripes, I think it'd be too distracting. I love the fact that I had enough left over to do this border. I actually think this is like one of the best things about the jumper. I think it really brings it together. And it's so cute! Thank you for joining me on this tumultuous road of finally using up my favourite yarn to make a top that I'm actually going to wear. Thanks to everyone that had input on this and pushed me to make a cardigan. Everyone who commented on my TikTok when I was talking about this yarn originally. Thank you. We've finally done it. If you're new here and you like this video, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to build a like-minded community here on YouTube. I have some really exciting videos coming up, so stay tuned. See you all in the next one.